Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rokakadash. And Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father's true name, whom the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahushai is the name of the Heavenly Father's Son's true name, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And give it double honors unto the apostles and elders of witness to taught me this truth. And shalom unto the elect, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Oshai. And in today's lesson, I continue from the lesson from yesterday's video that I made concerning Babylon the Great, and I'll go straight to this news article from the Times Now, where it says on cam, New York's Brooklyn Bridge catches fire during July the 4th fireworks. Watch exact moment. And before I proceed, you see, there have been many cancellations of the July 4th celebration in some part of the states, and they were claiming that it was due to the heat and storms. And so clearly you can see that their 250th anniversary celebration of Babylon the Great have got off on a wrong start, and this indicates their imminent downfall, you see. And so I'll go straight to plain. Is this fair use, and only for educational purposes only. And this from the Times Now news. All right. So clearly you saw the Brooklyn Bridge caught on fire while they were setting off their fireworks, and that is a very bad, sign. And I'll go to this article here. And it states here, the United States set a world record for the largest fireworks display in history during the nation's 250th birthday celebration in Washington, D.C. Executed by Pyrotechnical, the 40-minute spectacle featured over 850,000 pyrotechnic effects launched from 10 locations, including 8 barges on the Potomac River. It says the massive show broke the previous Guinness record set in 2016 by a mega church in Philippines, which featured 810,904 fireworks. The display was launched in tandem with nationwide festivities commemorating the semi-quincentennial and was met with heavy crowds on the National Mall. And so it's been confirmed that the United States July the 4th celebration of the fireworks, has broken the previous record set in Philippines. And you know what? These devils, this is truly, it is an omen, you see, because of all things they have to boast about, they have to, um, they had to boast about how or having the biggest record of setting off a fireworks, and it has been confirmed in the Guinness Book of Records that the United States celebration holds the biggest record ever, and this is a very huge indication of the violent fate that awaits the United States or USA or Babylon the Great. That violence will be through the thermonuclear destruction of Babylon the Great with fire, you see. And so I'll go to the definition of omen. An omen is an occurrence or phenomenon believed to be a sign or warning of a future event. It serves as a forewarning of what is to come, indicating whether future fortune or disaster is approaching. Omens can be either good, auspicious, or bad, inauspicious. And from uh, indications around, concerning cancellations of this 250th anniversary of the United States in some states, due to storms and high heat, uh, it shows that they've gone off on a wrong foot or on a wrong start, and that fire on the Brooklyn Bridge that burned down to could shows a sign, you see, and to top it all, the United States is now bragging that they now hold the record for the highest, you know, or the biggest fireworks display ever in the history of the world. So, hey, if this doesn't indicate to you to show that truly Babylon the Great will be destroyed in future by fire by the Lord of hosts, the Lord of hosts will soon send fire upon this nation, and then I don't know what else to tell you. So I'll go straight to the scriptures. This is the book of, okay, let me start. Okay. Job 20 verses 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, exactly. And so this is the fate of the wicked. It may claim to be having a 250th anniversary and thinking that it may continue forever, but we know according to scriptures, the wicked's rule does not last. They only triumph for a little moment and then destruction will fall upon them. See, and going into the book of Jeremiah 50 verses 3, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. We shall make her land desolate. And this is Babylon, and that is the Medes, the Russians, Gog, with the company of other nations that have thermonuclear missiles. They will soon fire their missiles upon Babylon the Great, and this is the nation the Lord is talking about. And we shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Everything in Babylon the Great USA will be completely wiped off by the thermonuclear destruction fire, you see. Even vegetation, man and beasts, everything will be cleared off, and that land will turn into a lake of fire and burn for a very long time, and then finally cool down and then turn to a desert, you see, and no man will ever occupy there. And going into the book of Isaiah chapter 34 verses 1, come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people, let the earth hear, and all okay, Slovakia. Let me okay, I'll start from okay, let's start from one. Come near ye nations to hear, and hearken ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, he have delivered them to the slaughter. You see, and this talks about the gathering over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat, when the Lord will send our Lord Yahushua to destroy, along with his angels, to destroy, the armies of the Russians and their allies, in the valley of Jehoshaphat. And continuing, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their sting shall come out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be belted with blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And this is talking about the nuclear the destruction. You see, when the mushroom cloud forms, this is what Isaiah is describing. And all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, as the fallen fig from the fig tree. For my soul shall be bathed in heaven, behold, shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my case to judgment, mainly of Babylon the Great, USA. You see, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua have a sacrifice in Bozrah, which is the capital city of Esau Edom, which is Babylon the Great, the USA, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. You see, and the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks and the bulls, and their life shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. So because of what they've done unto Zion, the Lord will utterly destroy the United States of Babylon the Great from off the face of this earth. You see, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch, which is same as the lake of fire, and it shall not be quenched nor night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste, none shall pass through it forever and ever. and but the cormorant and the beetle shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. You see, and so the destruction will be so great that you wouldn't be able to tell whether this was Florida or Virginia or what. It would just be a plain desert filled with, desert creatures. And this is the fate that awaits Babylon the Great. You see, thinking that their kingdom will extend beyond this, they are celebrating their 250th anniversary. They think their kingdom will last for a very long time, but they will soon have a rude awakening, these Babylonians or Egyptians. And going into James 48:22, there is no peace, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, unto the wicked. Exactly. So because there won't be any peace, it only means that destruction is what awaits the wicked over there in Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom, and his land and everything. That land needs to be cleansed completely with thermonuclear missiles. And Jeremiah chapter 50 verses 14. And in so doing, this is what the Lord will bring upon the land. Put yourselves in array against Babylon around about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against Yahweh Basham Yahushai. And 14. Let's see. Shout against a runabout. She have given her hand, her foundations are fallen, and walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she have done. Do unto her exactly. And this is what's going to happen. All the nations, starting with Gog, starting with Gog, which is Russia and his company of nations that possess nuclear missiles, will fire all of them. Most of them, like the many of their thermonuclear missiles upon Babylon the Great USA to completely destroy it off the face of the earth, And so that's what awaits Babylon the Great US. The Lord is saying, spare no arrows, and the arrows are likened unto the thermonuclear destruction, and also, the thermonuclear missiles. And also, the Lord will be sending the angels in chariots to shoot concentrated laser beam at the same time upon Babylon the Great and on the people that dwell on it, And see here. This is the book of Second Ezra chapter 16. Reading from 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Get up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children. Be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is set upon you among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is it that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it has begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? So this is parable that the Lord is saying concerning the nuclear missiles and also the other plagues as well. But we can say that this arrow is of once the thermonuclear missiles are shot, there's no way that or Esau Edom or any other person can, reverse it or turn it back. That's what the Lord is saying. Once it is shot, it shall not miss its mark. The mighty Lord, power Yahweh, sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? No one. You see, and the fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is it that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof. The sea arriveth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are trouble, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. Because once the thermonuclear missiles hit Babylon the Great, it will send a very strong earthquake around the world, you see. In many places, will be thrown down. Many cities around the world will be thrown down due to this massive earthquake. That will be the greatest earthquake that this earth has ever experienced in its history, due to the thermonuclear destruction that is, happening over there in Babylon the Great, and the shaking, you see, and so this is what's about to happen, you see, and for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. You see, it's at a thermonuclear business. Once shot, it can't be reversed. It will surely hit its mark in Babylon the Great, and even in the land of Israel, where those damn small hearts live. But unlike Babylon the Great, like Israel will be rebuilt. Babylon the Great will be completely destroyed, but Israel will be rebuilt after the nuclear destruction. You see, and Israel will be destroyed, but it will be later be rebuilt. You see, and behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. You see, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out. It shall consume the foundation of the earth, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Exactly. Once the Lord of hosts made that proclamation of sending the plagues, it can't be reversed no matter what you do. And going to the last chapter here. This is Revelation chapter 18, verses 21. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, "As with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more. And the voice of harpers and musicians, and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all indeed, and no craftsman of whatever craft he be shall be found any more indeed, and the sound of music shall be heard no more at all indeed." You see, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all indeed, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all indeed. For the merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived, and in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Exactly. And because of what they've done to the Israelites, and also to other people as well, but mainly the Israelite. That is why the Lord has a serious beef with Babylon, the great USA. And so with that, he will destroy them to the extent that there won't be any musicians, there won't be any actors like how Hollywood is. USA will not be able to, um, to be able to export their agricultural goods, the goods that they deal in, and won't be able to import any goods as well from the other nations, and so on and so forth. And so this is the fate that awaits Babylon the Great. And hey, the very fact that they are boasting that they hold the world's greatest, fireworks display ever in history of this world, that is a big sign from Yahweh Basham Yahushai that yes, truly, this nation of Babylon the Great US is truly going to go down violently with fire, that is with thermonuclear destruction, and with lasers, concentrated lasers being from the chariots as well. And so this should be a faith booster, to the believers out there, that it won't be long before these devils go down. So keep on striving in this truth, like as it's been said in Revelation that the mighty angel took up the stone and threw it into the sea, and it went into the bottom of the sea. That is how Babylon the Great, or USA, will be completely destroyed and will be no more found again ever on this earth, you see. And so that is how, the faith that awaits Babylon the Great. So I end today's lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Kakadash. All praises unto Yahweh. All praises unto Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Kakadash. Shalom unto the elect. Shalom.